Take a look in my game face. Ain't no stopping me. You know I'm coming in first place. Well, stop it till I get that ring. I'ma dominate all day. No matter who you bring, I will not lose.
Yeah.
I will not lose.
I will not lose.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Owen JJ Stone, a.k.a. Black Gritty. Welcome to another episode of Gritty Nights. Normally, I am not excited. I am not hyped on my own dang gum show. I say that for the radio and for my promos and the clips. But I tell you one thing, we back in this bitch. What? We're going to New Orleans. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. And before I even bring anybody in here to talk about anything, I'm doing this for my one. Wait, let me see. I'm so excited. Let me get the where is it at? Where is it? As soon as I find it, let me bring this back for my boy Harry. I'm gonna bring Harry on in a second, but this for all the OGs on the show.
Fuck the 49ers. Yeah. Fuck the 49ers. Yeah. Fuck the 49ers. Y'all a sorry ass team. Thanks. Fuck the 49ers. Damn. I hate the 49ers. I hate y'all. I hate the 49ers. Fuck y'all. Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty cheeks. Hey. Y'all lost to the Chiefs. Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty cheeks. Hey. Super Bowl losing streak.
Yes, Lord, you couldn't see it, but they was all bouncing on the backstage of the show right now. Oh, we was getting jicky with it. My goodness, Will Smith, where you at? Because the hands was pumping and we was in here jumping. We going to the Super Bowl. Jason, tell somebody where we going, Jason.
We're going to the Super Bowl.
We're going to the Super Bowl. Harry.
Bow, 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 bow. Everyone some booty cheeks.
Booty cheeks. That was
Let's
for you,
go.
Harry.
Hell
That
yeah.
was for you. Hey, Fitdad, you in this piece too?
Super Bowl.
Streak. That's right. Well, that's what they got. We about to get our revenge in this piece because I tell you what, because I don't really be, and then when I get, and that's how I be, because it doesn't even matter right now. Like the whole team coming from where they came from last year to where they are this year, where everybody was upset. And I don't care what kind of fan you are, because guess what? The team was upset. There's a level of where you can complain and bitch about something, and it's okay because you know it's internal. But then there's that outside noise or that local media noise that just wants to fuel the negativity where you can't even get back hope, where you can't even get back in believing, or you don't see, well, they did win 10 games straight, right? There's something there, right? Something went wrong. But now we here. We are here. And wait, Fitdad, you don't only one with enough money around here. You going to the Super Bowl? We all regular people.
I'm 90% there. Yeah.
See, I knew it. Jason, how much percent are you there, Jason?
I'm 90% on maybe finding a party to go to.
Okay. Harry, what's your percentage?
Listen, I already got my tickets to the Crystal Tea Room right off Broad Street. Okay. I know what's good. I'm saying last time it would have been the greatest night ever if we had won at this place, and this time it will be.
Well, I'm at -7%, and I'm not even trying to work my way out this hole, play. I'm not even trying to work my way out this hole.
Wait, we're not going to Radio Row?
No, one day.
Let's
One
pretend.
day. And I mean, not for nothing, I'll be honest with y'all. I'm bigger than y'all. I might leave y'all to be on somebody else's radio road, just so you know.
You and Fitdad should go.
I'm gonna put the look. If I go Fitdad, he needs an extra big carry-on. If he take me, you know what I mean? That's the way I'm going. I'm trying to squeeze an extra bag. I'm like, sir, you have to check this bag.
He's strong.
Very important.
I've seen the workout vids. He's strong.
Oh, that's true. That's true. If anybody gonna wheel your boy around, it's Fitdad. Oh, you ain't fit enough to push your boy on wheelies? You need to hit the Harry. See, we here talking so stupid. We ain't said nothing about that. We've been talking for 5 minutes about nothing, but that's the kind of joy, that's the kind of happiness. And man, to watch the confetti come down, and I know my boy's gonna be in the chat. I am not a Nick guy, and I haven't been a Nick guy. And after the children on the lap shield, the haircutting, and the yelling at fans, I was out. And then we started winning, and I will be quiet. That's what I'm talking about when you talk about fans. I'm quiet. And now I'm being a whole lot of trouble. He win the Super Bowl. I'm being a whole lot of trouble because I'm going to have to bend the knee. Because unlike some people in the media, when they wrong about something, they just gloss over like they never said nothing. Not me. I'm willing to bend the knee. I'm ready. So I'm going to start with you, Fitdad, because you was out here talking that stuff, talking about some 20-point victory. against that. I mean, it was 30. It was 30. Was it 55?
32.
32. I mean, my math is slow, but you know what I'm saying. So, take me through like your thoughts of the game, just a general thought of like how you felt about the game.
Oh, I loved it. I mean, there was the only time that I felt nervous was when Terry caught that touchdown, and that long pass, because I was like, Slay, what this is? It was the second tackle that he had missed, and I was like, if he's gonna be on him the whole game, then this might be trouble. And then it was almost like but it's crazy watching this team this year because it's the same story. They just wear you down. They wear you down, and they almost just beat the will out of you. I mean, and that's exactly what that game was. They beat that team into submission. And I mean, it was like a wrestling match, man. It was embarrassing.
It really was, especially because, you know, the Cinderella story, all the things they want to say, but they were playing well, but nobody cares about the caveats until it's you. So it's they beat the Lions, and we beat, and their fans were talking so much trash. They haven't had anything for 31 years. I really don't blame them. You know, good game to you, Commanders fans. Good trash talk from you, but you can shut up now. I don't want to hear any more crying about it. But you know, I appreciate all trash talk coming up to the game because I love doing it. But you guys haven't done anything in 31 years, and you beat an injured Tampa Bay team. You beat an injured Lions team, and you came in here up against a semi-banged up Eagles team, and you got dog walked. While they're out there putting on shades and stuff in the locker room, doing all the Detroit stuff, they're playing the Cannons when they beat the Bucks. Like, they've been doing some vile stuff. They was probably ready to try and throw some cheesesteaks or whatever, but they came here and they got rocked. Like, every time they came out that opening drive, 18 plays, fourth down, fake punt. What? Now, I know everybody felt like, man, this is a problem. But as soon as they settle for a field goal, okay. Jason, your general thoughts and feelings on the game.
That was the key part of the game. When they blinked and didn't go for that 4th and short in close to the red zone and kick the field goal, you can't come to Philly and kick field goals in the NFC Championship game and expect to win, right? And their team, their whole motto was they go for it, right? They're not scared. They'll just keep going for it. They don't care. They converted what? It was like 75, 80% they convert on these 4th downs. And then for no reason at all, Dan Quinn blinks and goes for the field goal. And I was confused. The Eagles defense at that time was on the ropes, right? It was 8 minutes they're out there. They look tired. They don't look like they have any answers for the short passing game. And then they just gave up. And then immediately Saquon throws the knockout punch, his first time touching the ball. And after that, it was on.
Back-to-back weeks, opening play, 40-plus yard touchdown run. Man, look, Harry, how'd you feel about the game?
I felt incredible. I mean, again, in the early on, when it seemed like we had chances to break it open super early, and then we didn't, and it was 14-12 or whatever it was at one point. Then you have those feelings of like, okay, like come on, let's stop playing with our food more than anything. I wasn't really worried, but I was like, stop playing around. Like, let's just end this. And then going into half, 28, could have been 35, right? We already were seeing the math, and like this is going to be a blowout. We're getting that 40. I was telling all my friends, I'm like, everybody on the show said we're getting 40 plus. And my 44-23, I think that's what I said was looking good, but I'll take 55, baby. That's much better. And man, shout out to Oren Burks, dude. I mean, I was worried about Nakobe Dean going down, and Burks has been playing really well. Key plays, sacks. Forced fumbles, incredible stuff.
So we're gonna get into all that. But before we do, today I am gonna try and play some clips for us real quick. Let me start with this first one. This is when the Washington Commanders beat the Philadelphia Eagles at home.
Week 16.
Take every one of us, everybody in this locker room, collective mindset. It did take everybody, all right? Congrats on number 10, man. Hey, man. Heavy hitters now here. I got a game ball to the first coach in his first season to get 10 wins in franchise history.
I play that to say this. That was after beating Kenny Pickett. That was after beating Kenny Pickett and Devontae Smith dropping a game-sealing catch. That's how you celebrate in that locker room like you just won the Super Bowl. That's the kind of attitude you have when you get lucky throughout the season. Now, I gave them their credit, but I'm going to say this. They had the Hail Mary. They had a whole bunch of comebacks late with games they should have lost. They should have been 7 and whatever. So you should be, oh, man, the bravado that they had walking around, that's why they were in their locker room crying after they lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. And not only were they crying, but this guy, I'm going to show one more thing. You're down 2-3 touchdowns, bro. Scoreboard me. Like, first of all, get in the weight room in this offseason because you look like a string bean. That's why your ribs got cracked. Because you look like you don't weigh nothing. Secondly, this is wild behavior. Wild behavior in a championship game. And this is how you rocking? This is what we doing? I mean, come on. Like, really embarrassing. And Jason, stop throwing up these people's comments while I got a split screen on because I don't want Fit Dad getting covered up. He's the moneymaker in here. You know? Normally it's Harry.
It's true.
Fit Dad right now. No, don't worry, Fit Dad. That's why I got to keep Harry around. I keep Harry around for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? For the ladies. So
I'll put a cake comment. That's not
Who, me?
Harry,
see, there you go.
Or Jaden Daniels.
You know what I mean? Hey, look, string bean out there getting it. So also, the Washington Commanders showed up at the game. They took over the Hard Rock Cafe. When I first saw that, the first comment was Philadelphia has a Hard Rock. I literally said they must be somewhere outside of the city. I never knew there was a Hard Rock Cafe in Philadelphia. Harry, you currently live in the city. You know what a Hard Rock is?
Yeah, we know it's mid, and people go there for like your 8th grade, maybe a celebration dinner, maybe, that type of thing. Like, it's, oh my God. I mean, it's no one was in there anyway. Like, good for y'all.
I looked at the review and it said, don't eat anything here but the Cobb salad. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So I will say, I take offense to that. Because the Hard Rock has actually been a tradition of our family that's the only reason I even knew about it is because we always go there every Christmas after we go to the Christmas Village. But It has been in a steady decline for years, and I mean years. And we haven't been there probably 4 or 5 years, honestly.
Oh, wow.
But we were there for like 10 years straight. So I did know where it was, but when I heard that that's what they were taking over, I almost laughed out loud.
Yeah. So I'm not going to play the video because everybody saw it. Tailgate Ted, who E-Rock called the Timu E-Rock, which I literally laughed out loud. It made me laugh. He said, this guy's the Timu E-Rock. I said, oh God. So he went out there and he gave his speech like they took over Normandy. We look for a safe space. And they provided it for us. Take care of the people at the Hard Rock Cafe. 31 years of pain and suffering. You deserve this. You deserve this. You get a car. You get a car. Like, it was very Oprah, Storm and Normandy kind of speech about how they've been suffering so long. And I thought to myself, I used to go to games down there because they were free. So y'all weren't suffering. Y'all weren't even watching, which I kind of can't blame you. But for them to act like they were sitting there with bags over their heads for years when Schneider was there putting any kind of pressure on this man is silly. And so I come back to this. If you didn't see his walk of shame.
It's a bad day to be Tailgate Ted. Not in our house, baby. It's a bad day to be Tailgate Ted.
And then they walked him out of the building too. And he got walked out. And it's just stuff like that is so good. I know people hate Philadelphia. I know people hate Philadelphia fans. But, nobody moved. Nobody got hurt. It was just a lot of fun. Somebody was roasting a pig in a shopping cart, rolling around throughout the tailgates, like
on the subway on SEPTA. That's where I saw the pig. Like, it literally roasted pig on the subway going, and it just passing it out was already made. I was like, yo, Philly is not a real place.
That, right?
What?
He had the beers under it. Like underneath.
Oh, yeah.
He had the beers on the bottom of the cart.
Juice. Sorry, I had something on my screen. Yeah. He had juice in there. Yeah, juice. He had the beer. My boy was rolling. He was living his best life. And I'm like, I love Philadelphia. And then people was eating the pig. I was like, y'all eating a shopping cart a pig? Like, yo, really? Is there a thermometer in there? Did we check the temperature on this pig roast?
You gotta trust that guy more than anybody, actually. Like that's what I think is the reverse.
I can't deny that. I mean, the ingenuity alone for a man to come up with something like that.
If you drink enough, you're not getting
that pig. They trusted that pig more than the Commanders trusted their O-line.
Oh God. So let's talk about our offensive line first. Your center is down because he's got back spasms. Your backup center is Dickerson, who hasn't really been a center. He had a couple snaps last year in an emergency play kind of thing where, Kelsey had to get checked out or whatever, but he hasn't had ample time at that since college. So he was practicing at it all week. He comes out there. There's kind of a fumble on the exchange on one of the tush pushes. Some of the snaps when you watch them are just softballed. They're just super light and floating. And one thing you know about Kelsey, when Kelsey was a center, every single quarterback that caught a ball from him said he breaks your hands. He throws the ball back so hard. Like, you're not ready for that impact. So to go from that to Juergens to Dickerson was crazy that the line came out and still blew them off like that. And then when Dickerson's knee gets hurt and you see his face is just like not crying, but like it looked like somebody was stabbing him in his back with every step that he took. Like it looked like he was bleeding somewhere profusely. And then Juergens came over to him and he's like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm going back out there. Went out there, kept fighting, pushing. Halftime comes, they swap. And I tell you what, just that's when they say a warrior. I know it's a sport. I know it's just a game. But when they say a warrior, that's what they mean. That's the kind of player. That's the kind of brotherhood. That's the kind of friendship. That's what that means. Because you see your guy in pain like that and you're trying to tag him out. And he's like, nah, dude, because you're hurt. You ain't going to make it. If I can make it. Man, that meant something to me. That felt special to me. Dave?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the injury like disparity was between the team, but just watching Juergens try to get back into that game was honestly inspiring because they almost were fighting each other to get back in there. It's like each one of them wanted a piece of that game, knowing what it was going to be. And when I saw Dickerson on that sideline just limping around like that, man, like literally, I thought the same thing. I'm like, that's a warrior right there. They want this. That's what. I'm not going to get into the Chiefs game. They wanted that Commanders game. They wanted the world to see that we are no joke and we are going to take on any team ferociously.
Jason, did you put up a plaque to Dickerson in the household yet?
Not yet, but I'm going to work on that,
Okay.
right? I'm going to get one of those. How about Tyler Steen too, right? Did you even notice he was in the game? He didn't make any mistakes, no false starts, no holds, no nothing. There was no drop off in the run game. The guy just stepped in and just dominated on a position. He plays more on the right side more often than he does and just played left guard like it was nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Harry?
Yeah, man. I mean, like talking about Dickerson, like you guys are saying, like watching him on the sidelines. It's like, how is this guy? He's done for the year. Like it's like he's limping so heavily. There's no way he could get back in there. And he played incredible. And then once he was on the field and he was moving and walking, he was hiding that limp too really, really well. So I feel like that was inspiring, awe-inspiring. But it reminds me of Dickerson, just kind of like the introduction for a lot of people to him, like saying, hey, good morning, like at the beginning of every, training camp kind of practice, and a very kind of just like jovial sort of, country boy. And then I see all the clips of him this year before games firing everybody the fuck up. Like he is the vocal leader that I didn't know he could be or would be. And he is laying it out there. And I got to say, obviously, shout out to Stoutland for being the greatest offensive line coach ever. I mean, clearly. But also, again, shout out to the whole coaching staff, Nick, Vic, everybody, because to keep the team together and keep guys believing themselves when they're hurt and they're like, I'm going out there for everybody else and the vibes in my team. I mean, it feels like one of the closest knit teams I've ever seen, maybe the closest. And I feel like, we're not gonna let down the Super Bowl.
So, Dave, you don't notice because you're not on the show all the time and you're busy. You don't even watch the show. I know what's going on. I know you got a life. But something about Harry, every 3 years, Harry says something that makes me go, damn, Harry, you're a genius. And this is one of those times. Because I tell you what, I'm going to go clip that and I'm going to go super viral and make $1 bajillion. Because you're right. He does say good morning. And then when they don't say it, he stands there and says good morning. And then the game comes and he's like, I will sculpt your mother and you don't kill the dog at my dinner because that's what we do. You're bleeding, I'm bleeding. Your eyes gone. And I'm like, whoa. The game is 2 hours away. We are in warm-ups, and you're absolutely right, because no one's put that clip together. No, that Harry, like I said, every once in a while,
Harry did.
Once in a while, Harry, you be see, not just a pretty face, boy. I tell you what, buddy. So now let's talk about the defense. So one of the best things about this defense is they adapt. They adapted after the bye week. Vic found his linebacker, because Dean wasn't it all through training camp. It was White. And then White was out for some reason. Dean was in. The bye week comes, and next thing you know, guys are tackling. I equate a lot of that to Cooper. Cooper being healthy. Cooper's a thumper. Cooper's a work hard. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it because I'm black and I can say it. Nobody wants to get outworked by the white boy that's out there trying to outwork you. And that white boy is out there saying, you don't believe in me because I'm white and I shouldn't be in this position. I'm going to out hustle you. I'm going to do the fullest of my ability. And I think that there's something to that when any kind of man and athletes in sports, it's just like when you see a white running back, you're like, oh, he can't. You're like, oh, okay. Wow. I got to hold on. And so him being out there and doing the things that he does with his fanfare and his work ethic, his race doesn't matter. He's out there putting in that work. But I know that there's some kind of competitive juices going on when you see a rookie coming in doing that, because Quinyon talks his talk, but he's coverage. Coop's out there sticking people. Coop's out there trying to hurt somebody. And that lit everything up and everything changed. And now we're starting to get turnovers late. So what's your favorite part of the defense, Jason?
Right now, it's Jalen Carter, right? There's nobody better doing what he's doing. He is just dominating guys. Then that knockout punch he threw to Biotish after Biotish hit him in the face was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Oh, hold on 1 second. So I don't know how old you guys are, or I do know how old we are. Anybody who's got a kid that got to see that reminded me of like when Reggie White used to just baptize and karate chop people out the way. And you never see anybody do that because he used to make grown men look like children. Yep. And I saw that. I instantly saw Reggie White. And I'm like, these kids get to see Reggie White. Like, oh my God. If your kid's 6, 7, or 8, and you just say, this grown man just hit one grown man inside his helmet in his face, and he just looked at him and was like, "Quata!" And he dropped like a fly. A 6'8", 350-pound man got benched. Because of he went, what's up? Like okay, carry on. I'm sorry. Oh man, so good.
Right. So now that's rubbing off, man. We got a Jordan Davis quarterback sack in this game. Did you think he had any chance of catching Jaden Daniels when he got through there? Because I sure didn't. Right. That's not his thing, but he killed that guard on that move. Allegretti. He just put him in the blender, came through, made a big sack in a key spot, and pushed Washington out of field goal range. So, and then Nolan Smith is just a sack master now, right? He just hasn't stopped ever since he started doing the dice.
You gonna name everybody on the defense? You gonna leave somebody else?
What part do I like the best? I'm going through the D line.
I
mean, I'm confused by the question.
You didn't start with the D line. You just started with the name. So I don't know. You about to list everybody? Okay, D line. Carry on.
All right. Also, like the holder, right? The holder does a great job during the game. So, like threw me all off.
I can't trust you. Jalen Hunt flashed.
He did flash.
He did flash. More than Huff. That's what's
Bryce
crazy.
Huff fell down on a spin move. It looked good though. That's why BG's coming back for him. So
yeah,
Huff can go be inactive for the Super Bowl.
Harry, what's your favorite part of the defense?
I mean, yeah, obviously there's so many things you could say. I already kind of mentioned Oren Burks, so I'm going to throw in the linebackers, man. Again, the weak link you would think of the defense, probably even still people would say it's the weak link of the three kind of tiers of the defense, right? The secondary is elite, defensive line is legit, and then we have, Zack, Baun, special teams guy, Oren Burks, double backup, because Nakobe was barely a starter, going into the year, like you said. I got to shout out Oren Burks because, again, I was worried that Nakobe Dean going down was going to cause issues for us, especially across the middle, some of those, tight end routes, things like that, spying on the quarterback. I mean, you got to know what you're doing and communicate well, and to throw in Oren Burks like that is really impressive. But obviously, I've said this here. I've said this all year. Zack Baun was on my fantasy team, baby, and he is DPOY. He is DPOY. Again, even seeing the clips with all the mic'd up, man, he is such a leader. He's such a good teammate. He's so appreciative and genuine as a person. All his interviews have been incredible too. Man, he's just going from a special teams fringe kind of linebacker to being like the leader of a defense. It's one thing to perform well and do well in the scheme and get tackles and things like that, but he is a leader beyond what I understood, and he gets a forced fumble or a fumble recovery like every single game, man. He is an elite linebacker, and he's, the linebackers, but Zack Baun leading the show.
Team Baldy. I don't know if they left anything for you, Dave. You got anything left on defense?
No, they left me crumbs. But the one I was gonna say the same thing anyway. It's the whole defense. They're physical. It's the physicality of this defense that is scaring the crap out of the opponent. And they're not going in. And I mean, we've all seen these defenses we've had in the past where they'll go in and tackle and they fall and they're hoping the guy behind them picks them up and that guy misses. The guy that's going in for the initial tackle is going to kill this man in front of him. That is the goal every single time I see them out there, whether it's Q, like you said, is in coverage, but it's Coop, even Blankenship. What's his name? Baun. Baun is an absolute beast, but it's the physicality of the defense that I'm amazed at the turnaround from last season to this season. I mean, even from the Super Bowl to last season to this season, the turnaround has been absolutely incredible.
So last year, the defense they ended up being bottom 5, but for the most part, they held in there because of talent. They were working off of pure talent. This year, this is the one not nice thing I want to say about Nick Sirianni. This is what I say coaching actually matters, because the coach got the best out of these players, and the coach has them adjusted and playing differently and doing things differently, in game adjustments. You could see the changes. And last year they couldn't do that. They had a lot of the same talent. They had talent, but they couldn't make any adjustments. And they didn't have any fundamentals. They didn't have any group think. It seems like they're all in unison. They're all lined up, and that's coaching. And on the offense, it's the same thing. That's why Nick annoys me, because he doesn't have an offense of his own. And so Jalen's going to get stuck probably with another offensive coordinator next year, because the trash panda Saints are going to offer Kellen Moore a job. So it's like, when you don't, that's the only caveat I say, when you don't have a McVay or Andy Reid, you don't have an offense that just stays here regardless of what OC you swap in and out, because there's no offense. Nick Sirianni does not have and own his own offense, but he is enough of a man to put his ego aside and let the team be the way it needs to be, and him be the vibes guy and the glue guy. So I got to give him credit for that. I just love that the defense learns. I love the defense is smart enough to take information, process it, and with a good coach, implement his plan and have the heart to go out there and do what they need to do. They also got like 92 turnovers. I mean, oh my God, all the turnovers. The peanut punch is back. I mean, like it is real and it is effective, and they are killing it. So
doesn't it seem like everyone's punching too? It seems like every person is going with a balled up fist. And, I mean, Fitdad, you said it too. They're going in to kill people, right? Those tackles. But BG, you just said it too. The fundamentals, like everyone's going in with their arms out like this, because they're going to hit you hard and wrap you up. Like they're not letting you get away from those tackles. Incredible.
Yes. And it means so much. So who wants to say something? I'm gonna go opposite now, because I can't trust Jason or Harry for that. You know what I mean? The offense scored on every turnover this week. I don't know if anybody's happy about that. Because a lot of complaints about when Jalen gets these turnovers, they don't score touchdowns all the time. Oh, before I get to that, Jake Elliott missed a field goal. First of all, shouldn't have kicked it. Second of all, every time Jake misses a kick, the Eagles win. So as long as he just misses one, I'm not going to complain about Jake Elliott. I saw the comments earlier. I'm not saying nothing about Jake Elliott. None of us say anything about Jake Elliott. That is the Jake Elliott statement. We're not going to jinx him. He's a good kicker, and we can't get another one next week anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, again, Dave, what was your favorite thing about the offense?
Jalen. Honestly, it was, I mean, like I say, obviously Saquon. Saquon does what he does every week, but Jalen is the leader of that offense, and it showed in that game. He trusted his arm. He trusted his receivers. And I think that was the biggest difference. And when he mentioned something about, Sirianni taking the straitjacket off or whatever. And I think that was more of a dig at the media than at the coach. But at the same time, they put a game plan together for him where you saw AJ getting open, and Hurts was getting that ball out of his hand in 3 seconds or less. And every time he did, he had a completion. So for me, it was Hurts. You know what Saquon's going to do. You know what the offensive line is going to do. You get Jalen rolling, bro, We ain't talking about just this Super Bowl we're going to. Okay, this could be a very, very dangerous team going forward if we can get that rhythm down.
So I'm not even going to ask the other two because they're going to say the same thing. Because if not, we just say Saquon. But I will say this for informational purposes. The reason I was confident in a vibe way more than you guys were about score. You and Harry were really on scoring, and Jason was just like they about to get beat down. Jason didn't even care what the score was. Jason like it was about to be beat down. But the X's and O's of it, when you look at AJ Brown, you're like, oh, AJ's not getting the ball because he's going up against defenses that play zone, and Jalen has been told don't turn the ball over tight games. The defense will help you. So when you say AJ's open right there, he sees the coverage over top. He's probably not going to throw it. He's not even going to risk it if he could do something else. But in this game, they play man-to-man. Now Jalen's like, well, I'm RPO. No, I'm not. We're running. No, I'm not. Aha, AJ. Boom. Because it's man-to-man. And man-to-man, Jalen will let it run. When he was playing the Bengals, why he can't throw a deep ball. Did you not watch him throw a bomb to Devontae? And did you not see him throw it out of bounds before that? Because it's man-to-man. He wasn't worried about a tip at the line or something else happened. How many tip balls did Jaden Daniels have last night? 3 or 4? Mm-hmm. So when you sit there and you say Jalen Hurts, just throw it away or eat it, sometimes the guy that's 6'8" with his hands up in front of his face makes him say, you know what? I'm going to pull it down. And when they went to go sack Jalen, the first sack that they got on him when they blew through the line, he's holding on to the ball with the tip of his hand, and that defender ripped at his forearm, and he still held on to that ball. So, again, you got to give all credit to Jalen for himself. And it's just incredible how much trash he gets talked about, and then he goes out and performs like he does. And he does perform in a way that's needed. In the Super Bowl, he outperformed Patrick Mahomes because that's what they needed. He had 1 turnover, but he outplayed him in the Super Bowl. He throws for net 64 yards, which is what, Greeny kept saying the other day, 195 feet. But they won the game. So, Jason, what was your favorite part of the offense besides Jalen?
The play calls. Kellen Moore, for the first time in weeks, has opened up the playbook and looked like he had all the answers for everything Washington was doing. We saw tight end sweeps. We saw jet passes to Devontae. We saw RPOs with rollouts to the away from the blitz. It just everything he called was just perfect. And Jalen was in rhythm and hitting passes against the man defense Washington wanted to play. They had every answer against the blitz.
Did you see all the motion? All the motion.
When I saw, and I'm glad you brought that up. When I saw that tight end sweep, I actually had the biggest smile on my face because I almost was like, this is not our offense. This is not our offense. I'm like, this is not, we don't do this stuff. And it worked. It wasn't like he got hit within like 2 yards. Like it worked. It was wild, but I was smiling the whole game.
It ain't about the size, girl. It's about the motion in the ocean. And they was out there working it. They was working it. Harry, what you got on the offense?
I'll take what's left, and that's the receiving core, including Goedert, man. It's like one of those things you mentioned. Like Jalen gets the opportunity to go against man coverage, and he balls out. Those receivers and that tight end go against man coverage, and they're open like every play. I mean, they're making runs after the catch. They're breaking tackles. And it just seemed like it can't be stopped, right? Goedert is also a guy that, I mean, I can't speak for you guys, but I've definitely been like, is he elite? I mean, it seems like he's the talent that's elite, but is he showing up? He's getting hurt all the time, this, that, and the third. Since he's come back this year from the injury that he did have, he has been a tank. He's been breaking every tackle. He's been a great vocal leader as well. And, man, he really does look elite. I'm in the game yelling out, yo, Matt Man's elite. Like, he might be the best tight end in the NFL. Like, Jesus Christ, it looks amazing. So, but obviously AJ, and like you said, that one the sweep or whatever, shovel pass to Smitty, I'm like, get Smitty involved in those plays too, right? We got so much crazy talent and speed and intelligence on the team besides just our running backs and our O-line and things like that. So anyway, shout out to the receivers because guess what? They do man against us in the Super Bowl. They're going to get burnt again too.
God, it was such.
Someone just said something about the receivers blocking.
Oh yeah.
And did you see Baldy's breakdown of AJ's block? Yeah. That man that's a full grown man. Okay. He knocked over 3 guys to make sure Saquon could get that touchdown. And he said if he did not make that happen, he would have got yards. He wouldn't have got a touchdown, but he definitely wouldn't have knocked out the what's it called, the defensive end that was coming out, and he would have ran right to Saquon. But he tripped him up. I mean, Bobby Wagner almost busted his ACL on that play because of the way he blocked that on that play. So AJ's got that man he's doing everything he can to help his team when he's not catching the ball.
And you just do what you're asked to do.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And again, AJ's reading a book on the sidelines. Like, my God, you act like he's fighting the net. You act like he's screaming a broken tablet. Like you got something against reading. You got something against a black man reading. Like what is it? Like, and then the whole thing. Like, and I know LeBron. I love LeBron, but sometimes he be fugazi with his book reading. But when you go find out, my dude's got passages highlighted and underscored, and the other teammates know some of the quotes from the book. Then maybe just let the brother read a book. So somebody brought up Zach Ertz. I'll say this about Zach. He was getting open. He was catching balls. He had so much attitude and fight because, he's got a little chip on his shoulder because the Eagles let him go and all that kind of stuff. And I'll tell you this. There was something to the point of, go ahead, let Zach catch the ball. We'll stop him. He's no yak, Zach.
Yeah.
There was one, and there was 2 tackles. One where Slay tackled him, and he tried to forearm Slay. And Slay's like, come on, man. And then there's one where Cooper tackled him and gripped him up low and then took him down. And he started chirping at Cooper, and Cooper just smiles like, come on, Zach. I'm sure they were sitting like, yo, baby, we love you and all. We ain't trying to hurt you, but we also can't let you do nothing. You feel me, guys? You know what I mean? You married outside, you know what I mean? You divorced over here. You know what I mean? You left us and then went to them, and I don't want to hurt you though, baby. So that's why Zach got his little yards. Everybody was mad, but he didn't get no touchdowns. You know what I mean? Every time they was running over the middle, somebody was right there. He alligator armed 2 passes because he was like, just in case they don't give me a pass. And then him and Fletcher Cox was hugging in the tunnel, and Fletcher was getting on the thing. It reminded me of the Key and Peele. Are you black? Are you tucked?
You in there? I'm in there. Are you tucked though? You tucked though?
Yeah, you tucked though. That was a long hug there. I'm not gonna play it, but that was a long hug in there with a message. But that's family. You know what I mean? And that is what that is. Gosh, such a good game. And 55 points. 55 points. Double nickel.
Could have been 60.
I mean, if we
Definitely.
You'll go in the point conversion.
If we did that, it would have been a wrap. Where's the other thing? Okay, so let me play something because we talked about Jalen there real quick. Let me get this. Lord Brunson put this up, and I've been putting out receipts all day today. I got more, and I just maybe I shouldn't overload the internet with receipts. But I
loved it. Loved it.
A top 10 quarterback?
No.
Jalen Hurts
I don't have
Jalen
Hurts as a top 10 quarterback.
He was hurt last year.
Yeah, that's great. That's all good. All well and good. I don't have Jalen Hurts as a top 10 quarterback.
Okay,
right now, here's my list, Molly. I got Patrick Mahomes, which understood and got to be said.
Fair.
Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, CJ Stroud, Justin Herbert.
Wait. So, okay, yeah, CJ Stroud.
Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, and Brock Purdy. Of the list of quarterbacks I just gave you, there's only one quarterback on that top 10 list that has lower odds to win MVP in 2024, and that guy is Trevor Lawrence. That's it.
He said Trevor Lawrence.
Everybody else has better.
The criticism that we've all had about the Eagles ain't about the players on the field. It's been about the coach. I had Jalen Hurts as a top 10 quarterback coming into this season. I'm just now looking back at my notes.
I also had him outside the top 10 at one point.
No, I had him as a top 10 quarterback coming into the season. I'm sitting here looking at my notes.
Yeah, there's clips online from First Take and this show of you saying, I don't have Jalen Hurts in the top 10.
Okay, all right. I'm just telling you the list that
I love that he called him out on that.
Yes.
Shady called out Daniels, and Shady wavered last week because he was like, you saw Pickett and them backup boys that throw the ball like that. Shady had a bad moment.
Mm-hmm.
He was upset. Yeah, I mean, he was in his feelings because he's an AJ guy. Him and AJ are cool. What I tell you about putting our comments up there? Destroy my money. What I tell you? Don't do it again, Jason. I want pontificate. Now, listen. Shady called him out, and you don't see that on national TV that often. And then for this to happen on this show, I don't even know who this little dude was, that little corner. But God bless him. God bless his heart, because he be talking with his whole chest like he didn't do nothing.
the criticism that we've all had about the Eagles ain't about the players on the field. It's been about the coach. I had Jalen Hurts as a top 10 quarterback coming into this season. I'm just now looking back at my notes.
You also had him outside the top 10 at one point.
No, I had him as a top 10 quarterback coming into the season. I'm sitting here looking at my notes.
Yeah, there's clips online from First Take and this show of you saying, I don't have Jalen Hurts in the top 10.
Okay, all right. I'm just telling you the list.
He said on First Take and this show, like, bro, he called out double receipts on your own show.
So I commented on that video and I tagged Chris Canty and I said, hey, bro, you ever going to apologize for being wrong? 2 seconds later, I was blocked. I mean, it was almost instant. And I was like, wow. Yeah. Okay. So again, accountability. People can't, no one wants to take accountability. You can't apologize for being wrong. Dude thought he wasn't going to get caught in this lie. It was just ridiculous.
So today I had two females, one DM me, one message me that Spike Eskin blocked him. And she was like, all I said was, you're a Jalen Hurts supporter. Like now you love Jalen Hurts because he's in the Super Bowl. You've been talking trash on the whole year. He's blocking females for calling him out on what he says on air 4 hours a day, talking trash about the quarterback. But now that he's made the Super Bowl, it's this and that and this and that. And I'm like, you're blocking people for telling you what you did. You stuck up for Joel Embiid, the Sixers, and everything. You laughed at Jack and everybody who was a Phillies fan when they're on the run. Oh, well, they haven't done anything yet. What have the Sixers done? We're going to talk about them, but what have the Sixers done? But when you block somebody like that, you're soft. I mean, I sit there. I'm fat. I got a gap tooth. I'm bald. I take a whole lot of arrows. I don't block people. As a matter of fact, I don't even unblock them. I talk so much trash, so I'm like, you know what? I think you should unfollow me. And I browbeat them so bad that's what they do. They can still watch my stuff. I'm trying to get these views. You know what I mean? Y'all can hate watch all you want to. I ain't blocking nobody's blessings because them blessings might be my own. You play another clip. So the Tush Push. I know Dave out here, Fit Daddy. I done seen all your comments. You've been a whole lot of people's message boards commenting about Luvu. What is it?
Luvu, yeah.
Lululemon doing that dive over.
Love you.
Everybody now is hating the Tush Push now. Everybody hating the Tush Push.
Do we need to get rid of this play?
Yes. They need to ban aiding the runner from behind. I've been on this bandwagon for years and years and years. I don't think it's a football play to take the ball and then have four guys behind you shove you forward. First of all, I'm surprised somebody has yet to get hurt. Here's the other thing, too. It was an interesting tactic taken by Washington to jump over the lines. But here's the thing. The laws of physics, if they're running on the ground and you're airborne, you have no leverage. Even though you're coming in like a heat-seeking missile, you have no leverage to make the stop. You're basically falling into the guy. So I don't know why they thought that particular strategy would work to stop the Tush Push, but I think the aiding the runner from behind has to become a foul again.
So I've been railing on this for 4 years, but as we saw yesterday with Buffalo, devil's advocate, nobody else is able to do this. Nobody else is able to copy this.
Exactly. So if you can't do it, you can't remove it. And physics, they're not really running on the ground while you're jumping over. They're stepping and pushing, but he's got Scooby-Doo brain. He's thinking the wheels tracking on the bottom of the feet. And it was the weirdest, wildest, 6 minutes I've ever seen of football. Because even if you hate the Tush Push, it's really just an offsides thing. The Tush Push had nothing to do with it. You could have sat there at any play at any time at the end of the game and said, trying to get a first down, and it wouldn't have been an issue, right? But since it's the Tush Push and they're diving over the top, which we've seen other players do, people act like they've never seen. I'm not even going to say the person's name. Jason, what's the player's name that I'm thinking about when you think about jumping over the play? Defense player. Torrey Palomalu. You act like you've never seen. We didn't set that up. He's over there. You know what I mean? But you've seen it before from players. So to act like it's some other player you can injure and no one does it. I've never seen anything like it. Then you don't watch football. What are you talking about? You've never seen it. You see it on kicks all the time with dudes stepping on people's back and it's a foul. But now all of a sudden, because Lululemon want to keep doing it and stick his tongue out like he's Jordan, You know what I mean? Trying to dunk from the foul line, it's an issue. I did not know that you could award a score, though.
No.
That was probably my favorite part because when you go back and listen to it, he tells Tom Brady, I forget the guy's name he announces with, he says, well, if they keep doing that, they can award a score. And Tom says, oh, okay. And then the ref says, they've been warned that if this happens again, they will be awarded a score. And Tom's like, wait, what? They had a discussion about it because he totally thought he was joking. It was so ambivalent to him that was even a possibility that is like, because nobody's ever heard of that before. Who gets the touchdown? Like, is it just
That's a good point, actually. Jeez.
What happens to my parlay, dog? Like, I mean, like, who gets the touchdown?
Sirianni gets it.
Sirianni.
Right?
Wow.
So that in itself was crazy. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna play this for us too, because we're in the middle of playing stuff. Hold on, it's gonna come back again. Patrick. Oh, kids don't try to home.
Boom. Ooh.
You hear Tom? Oh,
yeah, I know. I love that part. Tom loves it.
Oh, so good. So good. I mean, WWE, that's what he says. WWF right there at the end. Just an amazing game. And I'm really happy. I'm really happy that we won in that fashion, that we sent the Commanders home, and that they have to deal with this in their offseason. 1-2-3 Cancun. CJGJ was in his car talking bad trash to Jaden Daniels.
McDaniels.
Jaden Daniels signed whose jersey did he sign and said 1-2-3 Cancun?
Oh,
dude asked him for a jersey swap.
Yeah, someone on the lines. Yeah.
He asked the line for a jersey swap. He said, yeah, and then signed his jersey swap with a 1-2-3 Cancun. That's foul.
That's called karma.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's karma.
Because, all these guys do this. They traded jerseys now. Your friend, you put them up on the wall, and 20 years from now, you'll say, hey, this kid, beat me, whatever. He was a good rookie, whatever. But now you got that. I'm not really trying to put that on my wall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting that thing on eBay. You're disrespectful. So you said karma, you get what you deserve, and life is good. So before we talk about the Chiefs, I want to talk about something. Oh, wait, I got one more for you. I never listen to Harry. Who do not
Barstool? Trying to Barstool.
See, like I said, these
I already knew.
See, Dave, me and you gonna get like this, Dave. Certain things, Dave, that I don't like. When I say I bend the knee to things and apologize, when I tell you I don't do something, I don't do it. You know what I mean? That's why I'm still big, because the diet. I'm not telling you.
I'm not doing it.
I do it. I ain't no coming back, Dave. But I don't watch anything Barstools, and this tricked me because Harry does. Harry said, "So I block it. I can't even see it." So I got tricked on this, and I was happy that I did, because this is a caller from Washington about the Commanders game.
Can you answer me this question? How the fuck is the Tush Push not fucking banned? They're gonna award a fucking touchdown? Why are we fumbling? What the fuck is going on? You go for the fourth down 3 fucking times on your first drive, and on the 20-yard line, 4th and 2, you kick a field goal. What kind of a fucking decision is that? What kind of a fucking play call is that? How much money did the fucking Eagles pay these referees every 5 fucking seconds? There was some horseshit call. I cannot believe this miracle season is going to end on some push referee bullshit. This game is a joke. The NFL needs to get involved. I hate this fucking league. This is a joke. Burn Philadelphia to the fucking ground. I want everybody on Washington's defense cut now.
You can say what you want in Washington about not stopping the Tush Push. I'm so tired of talking about the Tush Push. I want to have the neurovirus and throw up. I hate the play. I was disgusted. Washington jumped off sides 4 straight times. I couldn't take it. But they couldn't stop any runs. It started with the first run of the game, Saquon Barkley for 60 yards. It was embarrassing. You give up 7 rushing touchdowns in an NFC championship game. It was a lot more than a tush push today in Philadelphia.
Ooh, my boy was hurting. And I mean, I don't like to live off people's pain, but that did something for my soul.
Yeah, that was nice.
For my soul. I was so excited.
I'm gonna go find that, watch it after we're done. Watch it.
So also, by the way, for a limited time only, blackready.com/shop is up. It's a pop-up shop. You can get the baby rhino tees. Oh, maybe y'all don't know about them. Let me show y'all something. You know what I mean? I just threw it up. It's got to be. Oh, there's also a cheap seats t-shirt, limited edition, because I'm not giving the money to E-Rock or Ashworth. So don't tell them that I put the t-shirt up there because they can't see it. Sorry, Dave. I'm blocking the money to make money. Don't worry about it. I'll be back.
It wasn't me this time.
No, it wasn't you. I got the baby rhino tee. We got the In the Streets hoodie. We got a regular Black Gritty. We got the rhino hoodie, and we got the Black Gritty hoodie. And then for the special people in these streets, we got the BG George WTs. Okay? Got the George WTs. Okay, now look, I'm telling you, limited time. We got the pop up out here in these streets. I see. George W. How do you say it? Win. Okay. Win. That's how you say George W. Got Dave's money back up here. Dave making money.
He was working with that logo at the bottom. He was doing well.
So it's a noun, and it's because nobody knows what George W. is, because I be just yelling it all the time. When one of America's teams in Philadelphia secures a victory in a game, that's George W. I'm mad at him. But the Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, Union, or any other team affiliated with Philadelphia wins, that's a George W. And the reason it's a George W. is there's no greater victory than a George W., as proven by GW when he crossed the Delaware and won America. As Black Gritty says, get that George W. That's what George W. comes from. Philadelphia was founded on America. The Liberty Bell, we got the oldest street in the world. The Dallas Cowboys are not America's team. I got a dang gum eagle. The national emblem, the federal emblem is eagle. It's all my money. And you want me to think some punk wackadoodle 1-star rating is the America's team? No, it's the Philadelphia Eagles, it's the Flyers, it's the Phillies, and it's the Union, okay? And if you got a local team or your kids playing somewhere, you can grant them a George W. too. But yeah, like I said, limited edition on the George W. Black Gritty tees. We got them out here in these streets. And holler at your boy. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just go ahead and throw this up there and block Dave off again one more time so I can try and get some of these funds available. Because we're doing the best we can what we got, Dave. We're doing the best we can what we got. Matter of fact, go ahead and do that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm a professional. I'm gonna put it on. I can't keep blocking Dave because Dave the one with the money. Dave the one going to New Orleans. I mean, Dave going to New That's a dad joke. I hate you so much. Before we talk about New Orleans and the Chiefs a little bit before we get out of here, I want to say it is absolutely disgusting that every single town, let me start over again. I'm so angry. Try not to cuss profusely. It's very upsetting that every major sports team in this city, every high school, every college, every middle school said "Go Birds" on Sunday before the Eagles played the Washington Commanders. Everyone in this little area did it. Delaware, South Jersey, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, everybody said it. When they won, everybody said, "Congratulations on the NFC Championship." Every single major team, minor league team, college team, middle school team. I got a text message from my daughter's high school that said, "Congratulations and go Birds, we're going to the Super Bowl." Everyone did it except for the 76ers because they're owned by Josh Harris. It is an embarrassment, a disgrace, and it's absolutely disgusting that this man is so small and petty that he can't separate his businesses, to which you shouldn't have a business in Philadelphia then. If you can't support this team, when every time your funky monkey team went to the playoffs with your trash organization and your trust the process getting bounced out of the second round, I saw Eagles players there. I saw Eagles saying "Go Sixers." I saw them doing the "made for this trash" hashtag, whichever one you had every year. Every other team does it for you. but you couldn't do it for us. I'm not going to no more Sixers stuff right now. Josh Harris got some team, and I know he's a billionaire. He's not going to do it, and I don't matter. But you ain't getting no more of my money, dog. Unless I get tickets for free and I can't find somebody else that wants to go, I'm not doing it. And I know that they understand it because today, who did they have at the game? A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Who else was there?
Cooper. Blankenship, exciting weights.
Oh, they said, oh, everybody's mad at Brendan. And then still didn't put the video out of them ringing the bell. They put out still images 45 minutes later after the internet started complaining about why have nobody seen them go out there to perform and do that. It's just embarrassing and it's bad business. And maybe you shouldn't own the team in Philadelphia. Because if I was another owner, I'm never supporting your squad again when y'all go on your little fake run in 5 years. And I hope you're cursed by the Dickens on that too. Because you don't deserve it. You get what you deserve. And I know I'm upset about something that's so small, but stuff like that bothers me. When I see the Flyers out there scoring a goal and they're doing first down celebrations because they're trying to build something, they're trying to grow, they're trying to be a part of the city and the community, city of brotherly love. Everyone outside of here hates us anyway. So at least we love ourselves, we love each other. And for you to not do that or allow the team to do that, bro, you're an owner, you're a billionaire, you're not even in the building. You off there freaking with Magic Johnson somewhere. I don't know what you're doing, but you couldn't let them do that. It's petty and it's small, and it made me angry. Anybody else?
Any fans at the game should do Eagles chants from here on out. If you're at a Sixers game, the Eagles chant the whole time that you're there. Just let them know we're there and we're Eagles fans, man. We're not there for the Sixers anymore. Till he sells that team, it's not worth it.
I like that. Jason, I like that. Because I'm really not the Eagles fan chant at the other thing.
Yeah, I hate that, but
yeah,
not now.
But not now. Oh man, now I got to get me a ticket. You know,
it's funny too because you say that about the Eagles chant at the games too, because I listen to two radios too, and I don't even listen to the one radio station. I won't even mention it, but someone asked, and it was weird that they asked both of these on-air personalities, what did you think about the Eagles chants the other night at the game? And it wasn't tonight. It was before the NFC Championship game, before this even happened. And they said, I thought it was in bad taste. Not one person that I talked to on Twitter, nowhere, said it was in bad taste. Before this even happened, these people were ready to Eagles chant it up in the arena. So for this to happen, just like you said everything. I don't need to say anything else. It was pathetic. And I've been saying it for 2 months now. Josh Harris should not be the owner of this team anymore. Sell the team. I don't plan on going to any more. That's why I said before we even got on here, I have no qualms about talking about this team in a negative light because someone needs to. And when we do, other people will start doing the same thing and they'll stop going to these games.
Yeah. Yep. Harry. And I know you're Mr. Sixer too. I know Harry. Harry's the vibes guy. I know, but Harry, I'm upset that it bothered me as much as it did. But again, it's just like, man, we don't have that much. We only got ourselves.
No, it bothered me a lot. I mean, I'll be honest, like I'm turning 30 tomorrow. So shout out to that real quick. But also my parents were like, you want Sixers tickets for your birthday? I was like, no, I don't. And that's crazy because honestly, I am a diehard regardless of the situation. And honestly, I've just been mourning. I've been mourning the Sixers like for months now. I mean, it's been weeks at the least. And I've been mourning Embiid because as far as I'm concerned, like until I see him play 25 games in a row or something like that, he's about to be injured for the rest of his career. And that's somebody I usually hold out hope for. So yes, I'm sad about many things about the team, but absolutely fire Josh Harris. Like, oh my God, the dumpster fire of karma that this team has. It can't just be on the players and then Nick Nurse all of a sudden forgetting how to coach and all these random things happening. There is some top-down juju that we do not need. And yeah, get him out of here. Jesus, man. Let's talk about the Eagles again, dude. I can't even take this.
This brought me down, man.
I snuck it in there because it just is what it is.
Also, Jeff Lurie, don't buy the Celtics. I know you're in the running for it. Just don't buy the Celtics.
Wait, what?
I know he is. I saw that too.
Finalists to buy the Celtics. And like,
another team. Oh my God, no!
If they lose the Super Bowl, then Jeffrey Lurie get
out.
He
need to have to buy the Sixers. That's what he needs to do.
Yes,
he needs to buy the Sixers. What? I didn't even. Golly, you just. Where'd you get that news bomb from? You already listened to Bill Simmons' podcast?
Yep, I saw that too. I saw that too.
On me, and that's why I'm not following you no more. That's why I'm not following you no more. And Kate, follow Fitdadceo back because he done dropped 2.2% followers, and I know it was you out there running that campaign, dropping like
after last week.
So, Kate, you get back on that bandwagon. I specifically didn't mention your team just to keep you in some kind of joy, Kate. So you get back on the fit dad train.
She never stopped.
No,
she probably unfollowed me.
I would. I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it. So
man, I'm gonna be down to 4 followers.
I still got you, Jason.
I get you, Jason. Don't worry.
Don't follow Fit Dad. He gonna feel some sort of way now.
Oh yeah.
inside baseball. I just say things in general speaking. I said, when you post your thing, just tag Fit Dad and Harry. I said tag all 3 of us. So tag me too. Yeah. And he said, I can't tag Fit Dad.
He says, we're not friends.
We're not friends. I said, you know what I meant. Just put that sign in there and go back to business. Don't cry to me, okay? You know how hard I had to fight to get a Fit Dad to follow me? I had to be quick dad. So
you're saying the dad jokes now too. He's rubbing off on you.
Oh man. Look, I saved a brilliant joke that is a dad joke, and I'm gonna hit him with it one day when I see him in person. So yes, it does rub off because I found one. I'm snitching on myself now, but it's gonna be good when I hit him with it.
Now he's gonna try and beat you to it.
Well, oh my god, I'm worried now. He's about to find it.
I'm on my heels now.
It's late in the show now, so if you're here, you're a real one. I appreciate you. 172 of y'all are here live. Everybody listen on the audio. Please go to the YouTube and subscribe and make yourself useful. It's free. If you click it, you just subscribe. It's free. You ain't got to come back and watch it. Just click the subscribe button, and you might get it by osmosis accidentally every once in a while. But I'll also tell you this. Once you get a couple friends like Fit Daddy, you know what I mean? You get on the internet, stuff starts working out for you. They had ate at a sandwich spot. Him and Chase University talk about Fit Dad said this sandwich was the best. I'm like, I'm fat. Why isn't he suggesting to me? That's neither here nor there. I'm looking at the sandwich like, dang, everything looks so good on Instagram, boy. But this sandwich, I mean, it was the meats is just everywhere. I was like, is that special for him? Is that how it is? And so anyway, I wrote in the comment, I was like, man, that sandwich looks so good. I was like, by the end of the year, Chase, there's going to be a sandwich named after Black Gritty. And I don't care if I got to make it myself. You got to come eat in my kitchen. And the next thing I know, the owner of the shop's talking about, I got you, dog. Hit me in my DM. I'm getting my own sandwich. And that's all because of the Fit Daddy. That's what I call them. Fit Daddy in these streets. When you got friends, who needs enemies like that, okay? Now, the Philadelphia Eagles are so we're going to talk about it again, so we don't have to hold anything to anything. We can update. I just want to get Dave here because he's going to be busy in New Orleans next week, so I can't get him back. How do you feel about the matchup, Dave, against the Chiefs?
I'm feeling the same way I felt.
Would you prefer the Bills or the Chiefs?
Would like to play them?
Yeah.
So I said it last week. I would rather have the Bills as far as a fan base for the crowd for the Super Bowl, but I want the Chiefs as far as a revenge factor.
Yep.
I don't want to go down as a team that lost to the Chiefs by some stupid call. So going into this game, I feel exactly the same way I feel about the NFC Championship game. We're not going to just beat this team. Okay. This is not going to come down to a 1-score game because you can't go into a game with the Chiefs and win a 1-score game. We've seen it. They won every single one that they've gone up against this year. We're going to have to go up by double digits. And I do believe that we are going to go up against them in double digits. I'm not going to say 20. I might say 14, 10, 13, 14, whatever it is, but we will feel comfortable. And our defense is going to make us feel comfortable, not just going into the half, coming out of the half. I don't know. I see this Barkley Hurts combination just being a problem for them. And I know Spags has always been kind of his nemesis. And I just saw a stat that Vic Fangio is 0-8 against Patrick Mahomes or something like that. I was worried for like a second. I was like, oh crap. Like it's gonna, and then I was like, no, I keep forgetting. We got the best defense in the game. We got one of the best offenses in the game and the best running back in the game. We didn't have any of those going into that Super Bowl. So for me, it's a rout.
Okay. Harry?
I'll be honest with you. I agree. I mean, I've been thinking this all week. I ended up, talking about Vic Fangio being 0-8, that's because he was on the sorry Dolphins, first of all. So, I mean, that's a completely different situation now. So, we can forget about that stat. But I remember I was on Broad Street, and we went inside a club and started watching that game. And I was like, man, you know what? Chiefs, I want you. Let's go, baby. So I honestly, at the end of the day, like Dad said, like Dave said, revenge game will be so much sweeter. And also think about history, right? Some Philadelphia history. We lost the Pats. Then what happened? We beat the Pats. Lost the Chiefs. Now we're about to beat the Chiefs. About to end another dynasty. And to have our 2 Super Bowl wins against the 2 quote unquote GOATs. I mean, it's only right that Philly gets those types of wins. So I feel really good about it. I'm gonna say 14. I think 14 is a number that stands out to me. And I saw Kate in the comments. I think she said a shout out to Kate with it for the stat. But Chiefs scored 30 points one time this year, and it was last game. Like, come on now, our defense is not letting that happen.
Jason.
Yeah, just look at the rosters. We have the better roster through and through. No matter where you look, we have the better roster, except again, right? Quarterback, if you want to go at it, but that's fine. Whatever, who cares? Better offensive line, better running back, better receivers, defense, best defense in the league. We're better than them. I'm not scared of the Chiefs. I'm not worried about the Chiefs. I'm worried about the refs because they want the Chiefs to win. But as long as the Eagles handle their business, we take the refs out of the equation and we don't have anything to worry about.
Now I'm gonna tell you, everybody on this panel been smoking drugs. Hold on a second. Everybody on this panel been smoking drugs. The Spags against our offense is a huge problem because he adjusts and he makes adjustments. Their corners are trash, so that's good for us. Their D-line, these blitzes he has, they're exotic blitzes. And I only give you a caveat to say is very much Todd Bowles-ish the way he blitzes. So that gives me cause to pause. Saquon's been picking up blocks. The line does what it does, but the same way they got Josh Allen with that corner blitz, sometimes it's just going to not look great. We're going to have to duke it out. And then Vic Fangio going up against Andy Reid, you 0-8. You 0-8. You 0-8. But I'll tell you this. What he didn't have was Carter. Carter could take that 0-8 and make it a date because he could game break anything at any given time. He's going to get double teamed. He's going to get held. Somebody's going to get open because of the double teams, and he's going to go somebody and get to Patrick Mahomes, and that's going to break the game open. That's going to change the game. And secondly, the only reason I believe in us winning by 10 to 14 points, I believe that's real because that is the only way you can beat the Chiefs because if you keep it any closer at the end of the game, the refs will give it to them. Is the run game wearing them down because they're not going to get the run off early. They're going to keep wearing them down. And at the end of the game, pop one off. And the turnovers. We are turning the ball over at an amazing clip at the right time. Since the week 18, they've just been causing turnover after turnover after turnover. And Patrick gets loosey-goosey with that ball. If he's down, he will fling it. And he gets lucky sometimes with these. He should have thrown 3 picks against the Bills that fell into the earth, bounced out of somebody's hands, and they just didn't get it. We were going to capitalize on that. Worthy is a string bean. He's going to get hit over the middle. You ain't going to be holding that ball the way Baun is punching at, the way those guys are punching at it. So between the turnovers and Jalen Carter, I believe that's how we win and seal this game for victory. Because like Dave said, it is a revenge game. It is coming back to break up a dynasty. And for those who want to talk about the story and the history and the league has got this narrative. Well, what better narrative is it to break up a three-peat because there's never been one with a young Patrick Mahomes? Maybe he might get to 8 more championships like Tom Brady, but you break up this three-peat now. Taylor Swift gets to cry in the booth. You've never seen it. You've seen her happy. You've seen her celebrate twice. You've never seen, hey, hi, I'm crying, it's me. Like, we've never seen that. And being a Philadelphian, I know that pain sells. I know that there's nothing better than watching someone suffer at their highest point. This woman is one of the greatest women on earth right now. Upper echelon. She is on a pedestal. And what would be better than to watch her cry, hugging her man crying on his way to retirement? I don't know if there's a better story than that. So when you pitch the Taylor Swift to me up there with Mama Kelsey, just think of how many records and albums this woman has sold on heartbreak. And there'd be nothing sweeter than to watch her heartbreak for her man on global television. Birds by a billion. Yeah, but y'all still smoking them drugs, though.
Hey, Jalen went against Spags in the Super Bowl, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Right.
Jalen had his best game of the year versus that defense.
BG, you said it yourself at the beginning of this thing, man, and you actually just proved your own point by what you were saying about Spags. You said the blitzes that he has these blitzes that he likes to hide, right? He does that real well. You don't think that Hurts is going to be ready for that? You don't think that Kellen Moore is going to be ready for that? That's going to be single coverage every time. And you know who's going to be the MVP of this? And I'm telling you right now, the MVP of this game is going to be AJ Brown, not Saquon Barkley.
If AJ Brown is the MVP of this game, I will shave Harry's face. Guarantee that. Book it. I will shave Harry's face.
AJ Brown will be the Super Bowl MVP because he's going to have 200 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. And every single one of those is going to come off of hidden blitz on third down. He will have more third down touchdowns in this game than he had all season.
I tell you what,
that's a great. I love that prediction. Wow, that's sick. That's sick.
Dave want to be Gritty Diamond so bad. Dave want to be Gritty Diamond so bad. He had the glasses on before the show. Specific predictions. I mean, I ain't even gonna light it up for you, Dave. You don't get the green light on the Gritty Diamond. You know what I mean? Look at it. Look at it.
Smart. Looking smart to me.
Well, I crunched the numbers and I did around 3 touchdowns, well, 202 yards actually. If you contact me with the division by 4, if you add the 7, take them glasses off. Like Clark Kent. I mean, look, the glasses off. I don't really want to mess with them. I mean, you put the glasses, you might get the people's elbow out here. You know? So wait, what was I saying? Spags. Yes. In the Super Bowl, he diced them up and they did what they needed to do. The last 2 years, they've spent more capital on defense. The defense has gotten better while the offense has shrunk. The defense is what carried them in their last 2 Super Bowls. I mean, everybody keeps giving everything to Patrick Mahomes, but he hasn't done anything. Again, Jalen outplayed him in their Super Bowl. So this defense is what's really been helping them. That and the fact that one thing that scares me the most, and we're not going to lose this game. If by the chance of all that's holy in the refs, we lose this game and the Chiefs don't have one holding call, I might burn everything down to the ground. Put me on an FBI watch list because, hey, look, if you're this deep in the show, I'm already on.
Where are they watching?
They 3 Super Bowls with not one holding call. And the only Super Bowl with holding calls on their offensive line was when they went up against Tom Brady, who is the original Golden Boy. So there's something to that. And I need these refs to play fair and be square because we deserve it. We all deserve to watch it. I know half of America hates the rematch and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, it's me high. I'm the problem is me. And I hope it's the Eagles. I hope the Eagles are the problem. And she turned her back on us anyway. So go Birds. Anything else anybody want to say?
I was just gonna say, how great was it that when on New Heights show that when Travis brought out the question of like who you gonna root for, that's the fan question, who you gonna root for, you know, the Travis or the Eagles. He was like, first of all, they're asking what team I'm rooting for, and he immediately was like, the Eagles. I'm an Eagle for life. That isn't. And Travis is just sitting there like, oh, okay, fuck me, I guess. But I mean, exactly, fuck you. Let's get this bowl, baby. Get out of here.
So 2 things about that. One, you don't know the love of a woman.
Oh, right, you're right.
His wife is like, look, dog, I don't care what it is. It's Birds only at the new piece. And that was the cutest video when he's on the bed with his daughter when he lost the Super Bowl, and it's like, Uncle Travi won. And he's like, yeah, Uncle Travi won. But I wanted you to win. It's okay. We could be happy for Uncle Travi. Like, there's not many things that make me like want to cry, but I got a daughter, and I'm just sitting there like when you want something so much, you've worked so hard to achieve it. That kind of emotion I've never had to feel. I've never had to be happy for someone else while I felt pain. I've never had any situation where I've been in that. Like normally, like we're in pain together. We lost, you lost, I lost. But to know that your brother succeeded in something and you love your brother because he's family and you got a good relationship, to have to be like, hey, good job, bro. And vice versa, if it would have went the other way. So, man, that like I said, you're right. He is the Eagle for life. It's always go Birds around this piece. And blackgritty.com/shop, blackgritty.com to get all the show and the episodes and all that kind of stuff. And if you need help, if your cat is stuck in a tree, just ask Fit Dad to take off them glasses and he will fly and swoop down and save you. You know what I mean? Look at him. Put the glass back on one more time for me. Put them on. Yeah, look.
Oh,
see, look.
I'm back.
Going, oh boy, I wish you say something to me. I wish you would. You know, you take them glasses off, that smile and stuff. I be shrinking down a little bit, you know. I be looking at the floor, you know what I'm saying? When you put them glasses on, look, I wish a Dave would. I wish he would.
I had like a half second. I was like, "Am I good looking?" And then he took the glasses off. Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
No.
It's the lighting.
Oh yeah. Speaking of good look, let me put this back on. There goes the dude with the. Oh shoot! I gotta mute. I don't know if they're gonna tape them. Can't trust the internet. But my dude was just strolling through. Had the Coles on there. You're right. He had the beer under. Had the Eagles flag on the front of his cart. My man was living life. Oh yeah, and then this one.
Duval. Duval.
Look at the face he makes before he says it. The classic like white guy saying hi to you in the street.
It's absolutely insane. And hold on, wait 1 second.
He would hit on your girlfriend when you turn around.
Yo, for real.
That face he makes, you can tell he's hitting on your girl. You come back like, "What are you doing, man?"
Somebody said, like, you ain't got to worry about him in the bar. He gonna be out there, but he ain't gonna be getting nobody. I'm like, oh, that ain't cool. Hold on, wait. I got one more.
The community.
Duval.
What the fuck was that? We losing every game. I gotta get back to Jacksonville. I need to talk to somebody.
The community.
So we lose in every game.
Listeners, that was little Duval talking about.
He really thought he did something there too. I love it.
God.
Yo, he had a Mr. Steal Your Girl moment in his eyes. He believed it. He was like, Duval.
Ooh.
Yo, and you're a grown man. You could have just looked at the camera like, Duval. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh my God.
Duval. Oh, I forgot. Because, again, while we doing stuff, and Dave ain't got nowhere to be.
Fuck the 49ers. Yeah. Fuck the 49ers. Yeah. Fuck the 49ers. Y'all a sorry ass team. Thanks. Fuck the 49ers. Damn. I hate the 49ers. I hate y'all. I hate the 49ers. Fuck y'all. Bow. Y'all some booty cheeks. Hey. Y'all lost to the Chiefs. Bow. Y'all some booty cheeks. Hey. Super Bowl losing streak. Yeah. Hey, fuck the 49ers. Damn. I hate the 49ers. Facts. I hate that fucking team. Facts. Brock Purdy look like Jimmy Neutron for Sheen. Timu Tom Brady got your quarterback from Sheen. Why I hate that team so much, where can I begin? Damn, fuck George Kittle, bro, he look like Ben Franklin. Man, fuck Brock Purdy, bro, he look like Ronald Reagan. Man, fuck Debo Samuel, bro, he look like the baby. Man, fuck the 49ers. I can't say it enough. Yeah, y'all thought y'all had this one, huh? Yeah, that shit was just a bluff. And I ain't trying to hear what you gotta say about my team. Cause we both went home with the same amount of rings. Facts. Bow. Y'all some booty cheeks. Hey.
Super Bowl losing streak. It's so good. So good. 49ers have to suffer. The Cowboys are in trouble.
I got one silly question.
What?
If you're a defensive coordinator and you say you're going to hit a quarterback like he's a running back, and then you let up 7 touchdowns, 7 rushing touchdowns, did we misunderstand what he meant? I thought he was going to try and hurt Jalen. Right? He meant he was going to be all good. Like, no.
Yeah.
I misunderstood, sir. My fault for being mad.
So I did post a clip. I didn't put it on my IG. I put it on YouTube, but I put that clip up. And I was like, "Are you sure about that?" That's what I used as a soundbite. Are you sure about that? Because I'm like, he said it, and the national media, even local media, ate that up. That's what football is. That's what it's supposed to be about. Because they fake gave Jalen a concussion the first time. Chiefs shot him, gave him a concussion the second time. No flags called. But man alive, you come out and talk like that, and then get shown up like that. And Ryan Clark, that's Scott such and such. He was my coach in last year, and the Commanders are gonna date. They don't play no games. They're not taking no shorts.
Ryan Clark is so corny.
He said one line that's actually factual. When you cross the line of scrimmage, you're supposed to get hit like a running back. We're talking about the cheap shot you did on Jared Goff when he's just standing there on a pick 6. We're talking about Jalen Hurts already on the ground and your dude spearheading him in the back of the helmet. That's what we're talking about. But you saying that, it really doesn't mean anything. But congratulations. just like vice versa. You put something on the bulletin board, and you got ran up for 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'll take this one. Even the white boy scored on you.
Well, Shipley, thank you for bringing up Shipley, bro. And he got the fumble.
Yo, I haven't seen it, but I've seen like other people talk about Will Shipley. I gotta find it because Harry's got my mind thinking in strange ways today.
Bro,
When
he looks like Barkley.
Yo,
for like the first 2/3, yeah.
That covered up the ball. He thought he was going to get caught.
No, he was out of gas. That's when you realize the conditioning of Saquon Barkley when he hit. Him and AJ Brown have hit 22 miles an hour this year, and they're the fastest recorded speeds. And the thing about that, when you got the cheetah out there running around like how he is, AJ Brown's got the fastest speed, and Saquon's got the fastest speed. And Shipley was out there, and I just want to put the music behind him. Bling, 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 bling. Because when he went to tuck it, his eyes were like, and then he looks up at the board.
Screen,
Yeah, and he looks up at the board. And his face is like, somebody hit me, please. But that was amazing. And everybody's been wanting Shipley to get in. Oh, why we said that, hopefully Kenny G is going to be on the mend. He's got 2 weeks to get off concussion protocol because he did get dinged up. That's the only running back they hit like a running back, and it was on special teams. So, yeah, that was crazy. But hopefully he's okay because a lot of people hated on him so much the last few years. Why is he hitting runs? He doesn't break off the 50-yarders, but he got a lot of nice 10, 12, 15-yard clip.
The chains.
And he picks up blocks. The same thing that Brown and Smitty. You talked about AJ earlier. I forget which one of y'all said that. Oh, it was you, Dave, about AJ Brown picking up blocks. Smitty is half the size of AJ. He be picking up blocks. He be throwing his weight into it. So Kenny G, shout out to him, and hopefully he's on the mend and he's ready for the Super Bowl and he gets get in there and play.
Hold on a second. Let's talk about another BG. Let's talk about another BG before we go. He might be ready for the Super Bowl.
So in inside knowledge, just because I'm a people reader, I saw him at Chicken Pete's a couple weeks ago, and I waited to the whole line. You know what I mean? He does a show from 6 to 7. There's a whole parade of people out there want to take pictures and sign stuff, and he's already signed stuff for me. I mean, he knows who I know who he is. So I waited till everybody left, and I was the last one. He's like, "Oh, dog, you need a picture?" I'm like, "I don't need another picture. I need to talk to you for a second." I was like, 2 things could be true. We go on this Super Bowl run. I need you to play, and I need you to come back one more year. I need you to have a victory tour. And he was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm not telling you. I'm not asking. I'm telling you. I need you to come back. We make this Super Bowl run, and you got to come back next year. Then I called him on the radio and said that I played audio for you sometime. He me, because he know he got to come back for victory. And if he comes out there, I don't care if he's got 5 snaps in him. He's going giving you the best of these guys, baby. And
the Bryce Huff snaps.
Yes, take the Bryce Huff snaps and take them on the side of Jalen Carter. When Jalen takes that double team, nobody knows how to get to the quarterback like BG does. So you're right. I hope he's healthy. Dave, what would you do for a Klondike bar? You know what I mean? I might give him my elbow. You know what I'm saying? Like, gosh, it'd be amazing. I don't even cry like that, but. So I made it. I probably let me see if they'll let me get away with it. I made this video that I stole from the Eagles, and it's actually Jason's fault. Jason's like, you should make a video to this, and I was like, don't be telling me.
It's not what I sound like.
Yeah, it's kind of what you sound like.
Oh,
it was written down
on the headphones.
So technically, however I say it is how it sounded. So it's what's the movie?
Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday.
So when you get old in life, things get taken from you.
Let me tell you how this is going to work. You're going to be going to tell me shit.
That was worth it.
It was worth it.
Little shot at the condom skins.
Audio people, I know that's going to make you laugh. That was actually funny. So I took this clip. This is literally just the Dawkins Let's Hunt hype speech where I clipped out Dawkins and I put in other clips of my own. But I put in the first clip of BG and Hurts doing a chest bump. And by far the most comments I got were, I cried seeing BG out there because you almost forget about him. But then when you see him, you remember everything that he's done for this city, everything he's done for this team, and everything he's gone through. He used to be Block Central too. He used to be Mr. Swap, block a block. And then he realized, hey, people just care here. And, so I just If they demonetize this video, I don't care.
In life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that inch. You know, when you get
I'll
old,
tell you what, Jason, I might make a highlight video of the Eagles every game they play now with that sound. Because
it just gives you the chill.
Man, I've watched it. I've watched it a million times, and I just can't. All I think about is just every play this season, all the things they've gone through, and man, he is right because it does just equate to life. Like things are hard, you know what I mean? People go through stuff, you know. Like I told people like, oh, I had cancer, like, oh, you're doing that, you're going through that the whole year, yeah, and you were still so happy and fun. I was like, because what else could I be? You know what I mean? That's the first thing I told my daughter. Don't get on Google. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and I didn't tell anybody about it because I didn't want people to feel bad for me. I just wanted to get there. And when you watch guys out there, like I said, with Dickerson in the beginning, just, you know, he's in pain. You know, he's hurting, but he went out there and he did his job because he cared that much. You know what I mean? You never know. You might go out there and permanently injure yourself when you're that bad down, but they fought. And I like I said, I watched that clip. I hear that sound and I'm about to make clips over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Cause
every time he talks about the inch by inch, I just think of the tush push, just watch it go to the end zone or converting the fourth down. Like that's the Eagles.
Yep. So I'm about to make a tush push video with all just tush pushes. I mean, I get half of the video from Dangum Washington just now, and then I got to get out there to the good morning. Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
That Harry, that's gold. I mean, see, if you was me, you'd be hitting 1 million views right now.
I know.
I'm gonna steal it. I'm taking credit.
Do it.
I put a tiny little. You can't even see it.
You can't kick me off the show. That's all. That's the deal.
Hey, look. We here for now. So Fitdad want to take full time responsibility. All right, guys. Again, thanks for watching this show. Links will be in the bio. We appreciate you. Have a good night. Go Birds!
Go Birds!